got 2 words for you: certified ripper. That is what my truck is now. And trust me, you want to watch this video all the way through, all the way to the end, because we're going to be showing you what this thing will do. We have so many parts we threw on it, and I am so excited to show it to you guys. Let's jump into the video. All right, so we are down here at Chris's shop once again, and I think we are finally maybe fixing the blowing all the coolant out of the block issue. So Jake right now is ripping, is starting to tear down the turbos and stuff like that. I'm gonna start taking off the valve cover, and we're gonna be ripping this head off. And we actually have a new head that we're gonna be throwing on, a reman head rather. And this head is actually O-ringed. And we're gonna be throwing this sucker on with some 625s. And then I also have a coolant bypass I'll be throwing on as well. So definitely excited about that. I think it's gonna be a good day, but a busy day because we only have 1 day to knock this out. So what you think, Jake? How we feeling about this whole thing?
I'm excited. It's kind of been a while since I did a head gasket. I mean, it is hard to do in a day if you haven't done it.
Yeah.
But once you do it, and you kind of learn the process.
It goes pretty quick.
Yeah, it goes pretty quick.
Let's go ahead and get started.
I'm not killing them today.
Not today. Not today.
Take this guy, thread him in, and we can just get him finger tight. This guy's got a little front, hence goes to the front, you know. A couple washers,
okay.
Got a little needle bearing thingy in here. It's well used. Now there's a really good position that you'll get him in where it's a good height. You heard him break all free right there.
Right.
So we can compress down, and usually it's kind of about flush. About like that. Now you get more.
What, a little magnet?
Mm-hmm. Reach in there and grab those little dudes, put them in your pile, and then they're reverse.
Nice. You don't have to worry about dropping valves.
No valves to drop.
So what is the deal on this head?
Just a stock common rail head O-ringed, and then we're gonna swap in your bigger valve springs for your 188 220. So that's all the way down now. So what you're gonna do at this point is you're gonna move this guy over here, and you're gonna do all these, and you're just gonna line up all this junk. And then whenever your old head comes off, we'll just take the old head, set it over here, take those off, put them on here.
Okay.
You know? Vice versa.
Sounds
You'll
good.
know how to do your valves, and you can do them in frame. It's a whole lot more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know you can.
Comprendo?
Comprendo. All right, so I got all the valve springs out of the head. This thing's pretty much ready to go since we're gonna be swapping the valve springs. Pulling the rockers off. I don't know if y'all see there, but he's got a fan right there to cool everything off because I drove here, so it is like really hot, huh? So yeah, that's kind of what we're working on right now. I'm working on watching Jake burn himself. That's what I'm doing. Being real helpful.
We're done now.
So, all right, there it is. Rockers are out. Alright, so Jake's blowing and going, staying pretty focused. I just did some cleaning on some stuff. Now I'm outside, probably gonna look around and see if we can see anything cool. So, found this pretty sweet 3rd gen. So I've talked to the owner of this one. This is pretty sick. So it's reverse leveled, 22 by 12s on like a 32-inch Nitto 420V. And this is actually a CGI block 6.7, so the newer style 6.7 with a big turbo hood stack. And this thing is just sick, just really clean engine bay. And eventually they're gonna end up cleaning it up, getting rid of the hood stack and all that. But as far as just a clean racing 3rd gen, this thing is nice. Got the traction bars in the rear, of course, roll cage, and then full manual valve body. I would love to drive this thing. I bet this thing is nasty. Of course, we have the green dually. Looking good as always. Now, y'all have seen this thing on the road, but unfortunately, as you can tell, it has no powertrain. So, yeah, definitely rid of this thing. This is a sweet truck, but It's in pieces right now. Chris still needs to get it back together. So I like this. So this is the same color as my truck, but everything's color matched. This is kind of what I'd like to go for on mine. Not the white rims though. I'd like to just do chrome. But yeah, really love the look of this thing. And that's kind of what is in the parking lot here at Unrivaled Diesel. So I'm gonna duck back inside and see where the guys are at. So you probably noticed I'm wearing a super sick hoodie. Yes, it is getting cold outside, and yes, we have merch. So make sure to check out the link below. Get you an LMDiesel hoodie. It's super comfy, and every time you buy some of the merch, it gets you entered in to win a truck. So go check out the link below, and let's get back to the video. Just got these injection lines cleaned up, looking a little better, and it looks like we're making some good headway under here as well. Looks like the manifold's coming off.
Yeah, we got alternator, some fan shroud pulley or brackets. That pulley can come off later, but we're gonna take the injection or the wiring harness off right here. The second injection pump, probably just gonna take all three of those bolts off and then take the one off the front cover and just set that off to the side. After that, I think we're gonna get the fire pump engine bracket in here, bolts down where the rocker box bolts down, and then start pulling it out.
Rip her out, huh?
Yes, sir.
That sounds good. So we got the head out. I've never looked at my pistons before.
They're pistons.
They're pistons.
For now. Later, not so much.
What will they be later?
Multiple pieces.
He thinks we hit.
I know how it is around here. Stuff breaks and explodes.
It does. Driving down the road, minding your own business.
It's just driving and everything's fine until it's not.
Driving down the road, minding your own business.
And
all
just
of a sudden, boom.
So here we go. We have old head, and then we got the new head. We need to swap these valve springs over, so I'll probably start doing that and then just do some cleanup.
Get your new intake gasket for your plate, clean your plate up, clean your rail up.
You can actually see back here where the head was lifting. Right there, where all that black gunk is past Jake's hand.
Yeah, that corner right there, there's a coolant passage in the head. You can see it.
Yeah.
All right there where it blocks it off because it's not in the block. And then it blew through it, lifted the head and blew through it in the gasket. You can see a hole where it blew through that coolant.
Yeah, I'm about to go.
And then it just sat there and cooked that corner.
That right there is Abilene Diesel Performance Dyno session right there. Well, I'm glad we're doing this because it looked like it definitely needed to be done. I'll grab that gasket, which is right here. Check this out. So here's the old head gasket. Does not look great. And you'll notice there's a little hole right there for a little arrow to it. If you look on the other side, you can see where it blew out right there. You can see all these holes here, and you can also see where it was pushing the coolant through. The little arrow right there. We're going to get the new gasket on, and we're also going to clip the water pump. That should hopefully fix that issue. Over here, just continuing on to disassemble this head and start moving all the parts over to this one. So this is kind of where we are at. So we're about to test drive this white mega cab. It looks just like Ghost Media's truck low-key, but it's got big turbo, G56, big injectors. So we're about to see what it'll do. Oh, very nice. I do love the look of these white mega cabs.
So we're on tune 3.
guess it's just because it's a 6-speed, it just kind of runs out a little bit. There it goes. She does decent.
Yeah. Incredibly smoky.
Yeah, very smoky.
But, you know, people like those big singles, right?
They do like the big singles.
But, you know, can't go wrong with 6-speed. They're just like a lot of fun.
They are fun.
This one, you just can't look behind you while you're having fun with it.
See if it does it. It goes.
Yeah.
It definitely goes.
Yeah, enough for what it is, right?
Oh, yeah, for what it is. Yeah, the hard thing about the 6-speed is that right when you're getting into boost, you have to shift. And so you lose it. But so Jake got this deck cleaned here on the head, so it's looking pretty good. We got all the stuff ripped apart. We probably just need to get that coolant bypass in here soon. So that'll be the next thing that we work on. But yeah, this is looking good. What you doing in there, Jake?
Just coolant bypass.
Oh my gosh.
I like to see what I'm doing sometimes.
You are real intimate right now.
What happened? You're gonna burn my
Every time, man. Every time. Got the new gasket on, which is very exciting. And you'll also notice a new hose here running from the side up to there. That is the new coolant bypass. So the freeze plug is out on the back, and then we're just running that line up to the heater core. This is kind of how the Unrivaled guys do it. A little bit cleaner, and also you don't have a hose running over your exhaust manifold. So pretty slick, pretty smart. So glad to finally get that done. And then as far as the head goes, got almost everything off of this one, but I just finished installing all of the Hamilton 103 valve springs. So just gotta finish putting some random stuff on, like the intake plenum and a couple other bolts. But after that, we'll be ready to throw this sucker on. And then it'll be time for rolling burnouts. So we have the head in the truck, and Jake is got the 625s almost installed. He is torquing them down as we speak. That is a really nice torque wrench.
Has a really nice price tag.
It sure does. I'm like geeking right now. This is like the best this engine bay's ever looked. We're about to see how well it holds together once we finish putting everything back together, but it's cleaning up nice. Injector's going in. Alright, so we think we got it all together, and we're about to do a first fire here. So, what are we thinking?
Shall I put the pistons back in it?
Oh, we forgot the pistons.
Oh, crap. Pull it back apart.
As y'all can tell, this thing is looking very clean right now. Let's see if she's happy.
Something's way loose.
What is this?
What, the whistle?
Yeah.
That's AC. It always does that.
God dang, dude.
Alright, so we're in the red truck. We just got it all back together. Chris is about to drive it. See what he thinks. So, we're not going to go crazy, I guess.
No rolling burnouts.
No rolling burnouts because we need to retorque this head.
Need a few good heat cycles. Man, I forgot how good of a combination these are.
Right? Right to 40.
Yep, man, telling you. Oh, I miss it. I miss it so much.
It was clean too.
And it's instant freaking boost.
It's instant boost.
Instant boost, man.
And it's just all turbos in this thing, huh? This thing is running good so far. We'll check it again once we get back, but I think we did it. And once again, big thanks, man, for helping me out with this. I am in your debt once again.
All right, let's get out and take a look.
Oh yeah. It sounds pretty good.
Dude, it's happy. It's a happy truck. You can hear it in the back. It's just like a sewing machine. Just hear how smooth it is.
Yeah. It just works, right? It's like you're just listening to a symphony right now.
Yeah, it makes you happy. Got 625.
Got 625. Finally, after all this time, we've upgraded everything else.
Now you got an O-ring head.
Yeah.
Hopefully it stays.
I think she'll stay. I think she'll stay. All right, so we got our parts kind of disassembled here. And now we're gonna go in and do a quick re-torque. Big thanks to Chris for letting me borrow an extra torque wrench. So, let's get torquing. All right, so I got 2 more to torque, left the last 2 to torque on camera. So let's get it. Now I've never torqued something while holding a camera. So we'll see how this goes, because these need to be torqued to 165 foot-pounds, so it's a little tough. So let's give it a try here. There we go. I promise I'm not weak. It's just that I'm trying to hold the camera and do it at the same time. There it is. Nice. So they're all torqued down real good. I'll probably just double check them all really fast and then put it all back together. All right, re-torque is done and she is running great. Just look at this. I mean, come on, man. That's great. So there's definitely been a few things that we have done to this truck on top of putting the new cylinder head on it, the 625s and all those good fun parts. Mick Tuning actually reached out to me and they were like, hey, we have some double row wheel lights if you want to try them out. And I was like, the wheel lights I had on before were only single row. So I was like, yeah, I'm down for an upgrade. So I threw the Mick Tuning ones on there. It was a little bit of a process, but it was not too difficult to wire them all up. And man, I have to say, this was a big upgrade. Double row wheel lights versus single row wheel lights is crazy. These are super bright. They're not quite pure white, but they're pretty close. They're full RGB. They can jump through all these different colors, and they have all these crazy sequences, which I like. You can do like rainbow effects where it's like twisting and stuff. And then I also hooked them up to my blinkers as well. And it's super sick because like if you're ever using your blinker, then the wheel lights flash as well. So big thanks to Mick Tuning for sending those out. There will be a link in the description for that product down below. So the next thing that I did that I was really psyched about that I've been putting off doing for a while, in all honesty, is new fog lights. So these are the new aux beam fog lights we're gonna be installing today. So quick unboxing here. Light 1, light 2, a little bit of hardware and wires in there. Set that off to the side. And if we pull these apart, here is our light. Get that glorious peel off there. So yeah, these are the lights here. Definitely excited, they look really bright. The other exciting thing about these is that they actually hook up to your blinkers, so they'll flash yellow when your blinkers are on. So definitely excited to get these suckers installed. So Auxbeam hooked me up. They've been really good to me for like the past year with sending products out, and they actually sent out their new fog lights for these trucks. I love them because they have like a running light and they also hook up to your blinkers as well. So they look really good, they're really bright, and honestly I'm kind of shocked at like the difference with these on versus them off. And I love the blinker function as well. They just look great, and they really help to complete the look of the front of the truck. So really happy with that product, and big thanks to Auxbeam for sending that out. I'll have a link below for that product as well. So we're recording now on the new iPhone, and we just got everything wrapped up with the truck. My dad's recording, so we're about to do a little 2-wheel drive pull, and then I think we're gonna do a little 4-wheel drive pull. So we're keeping it in tune 4, but maybe for the 4-wheel drive we'll put it in tune 5. So let's see what you think. What do you think?
That was crazy.
What did you think of that? Were you able to get the back a little bit?
I never looked back with it because I was too scared to turn around.
Too scared. She lights up pretty decent, huh?
Yeah, that back end was fishtailing all over the place. Could probably beat that Mustang right there.
Oh yeah, that's not even a question.
Hey, you're doing 100. You're gonna get a ticket. Nerd.
What do you think of that?
You were doing 100.
I know.
Oh my goodness. All right, this truck's too fast. We need to impound it.
All right, guys. Well, I hope you really enjoyed the video. I enjoyed making it. I know it's been a little bit since I posted. The companies that sent me this stuff, sorry it took me so long to make the video, but I just wanted to make sure that I had a good quality product for y'all, and I was just really excited to get this video out. So remember to like, subscribe, comment, share the video, buy the merch. So yeah, I really appreciate y'all, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.